Gas prices are going up, and here's why. If you're frustrated at the gas pump, you're not alone. There is a new update to the SPR, and this is used for war or emergencies. And the Biden administration canceled their purchase of Strategic Petroleum Reserve, citing high prices. Now, the Department of Energy said that it has canceled its plans to purchase millions of barrels of oil. In canceling the SPR purchase, the Energy Department said it was, in quote, keeping the taxpayers' interest in the forefront of its buyback plan, which is to refill the depleted reserves so long as the price remains below $79 per barrel. Well, it's over $80 a barrel, so they've canceled that purchase. And as of today, we only have 17 days of emergency fuel. So if we have a problem, we're going to be without fuel. Now, in October, it announced the buyback plan targeted oil prices between $67 and $72 per barrel to replenish the SPR, which it later raised to $79. In a most recent refill last month, the department exceeded those prices and spending an average of $81 per barrel to replenish the reserves. In its most recent refill last month, the department exceeded those prices depending on the average price. The SPR currently stands at around 363 million barrels of gas, according to the data for Energy Information Administration, down from the start of 2022 when levels were around $600 million. Some analysts see oil heading much higher over the summer, and JP Morgan said it now expects Brent prices, which is crude oil, to rise to $90 per barrel by May and $100 per barrel by September. That will make it way too expensive to refill the SPR. There's more to the story, and it impacts the cost of gasoline at the pump for you and literally everyone. Let's look deeper into the U.S. Petroleum Reserve requirements and regulations. On page 441 of the 1,050-page document, in quote, government emergency funding bill, it says that the U.S. must sell the U.S. Petroleum Reserve and close it forever in the Northeast. And this is very concerning. What if there's an emergency? We won't have any protections. And the bill makes it understood that the current administration knows electric vehicles will never compete with gasoline for consumers, and buyers should be able to buy whatever works for them. But the bill is a sabotage to your oil and gas supplies. Let me prove it to you. Section 308, notwithstanding Section 161 and 167 of the Energy Policy of Conservation Act, that's 42 U.S. 6241 and 6247 for those of you keeping track, the Secretary of Energy shall draw down and sell 1 million barrels of refined petroleum products from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve during the fiscal year 2024. All proceeds from such sale shall be deposited into the general fund of the Treasury during the fiscal year 2024. Upon the completion of such sale, the Secretary shall carry out the closure of the Northeast Gasoline Supply Reserve. And if you missed the impact of this, rewind and listen to that again. I'll post the receipts in the description to prove to you what it says. Now, the Secretary of Energy may not establish a new Regional Petroleum Product Reserve unless funding for the proposal of Regional Petroleum Product Reserve is explicitly requested in advance in an annual budget submitted by the President pursuant to Section 1105 and Title 31 United States Code and approved by Congress and the Appropriations Act. Good luck getting that approved with this current administration. Now, the budget request or notification shall include the justification for the new reserve. I don't think we're going to see this, and I'm really concerned, not just for those in the Northeast, but across the country. On March 3rd, 2024, and I'll put the document down below, this was posted. The cost estimate of the establishment, operation, and maintenance of the reserve, including funding resources, a detailed plan for operation of the reserve, including the conditions upon which the products may be released. Don't you love all these wordy statements that are really hard to say anything? The location of the reserve and the estimate of the total inventory of the reserve. And Section 309 says none of these funds made available by this act may be used to draw down and sell petroleum products from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to any entity under the ownership, control, or influence of the Chinese Communist Party. Or number two, except on condition that such petroleum products will not be exported to the People's Republic of China. Prices at the pump typically rise on the first half of the year as more Americans get back on the road and refiners transition from the less polluting summer blends. But costs in 2024 have ramped up faster than normal. Bets by energy investors on Wall Street who suggests that prices have room to run, which means they're going to increase prices of the cost of fuel. The cost of gasoline shipments into New York Harbor next month has jumped 31% since the beginning of the year. That's faster than the average increase of 20% during the same period over the past quarter century, according to FactSet. Record American crude output in 2023 surprised forecasters and kept prices in check. And this year, production cuts by members of the Saudi and Russian-led OPEC Plus cartel have helped push up the price of U.S. crude oil 16% to over $83 a barrel. Gas prices typically rise in the spring, reaching a peak in the summer when the demand is high and gasoline formulations are more expensive, per the U.S. Energy Information Administration. You'll be charged even more to fill up your tank when the summer blend hits the pumps. And this type of gasoline is formulated to prevent excessive evaporation when temperatures are warm. Check out our Car Smarts channel for smart ways to save money at the pump. If you like this video, give it a like or subscribe or add a comment down below. If you'd like to support our channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, as well as for the website, social media, the book, and the podcast. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching. Have you ever thought, why in the world is my wireless bill so darn high? What are we paying all this money for? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, mobile hotspots? We are partnering with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers all of these features for as low as $15 per month. They're reimagining the wireless shopping experience and made it easy and online. No stores, no salespeople, just huge direct-to-you savings. Why should you pay more when you have access to premium wireless? Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network. Whether you use your phone to watch YouTube, listen to podcasts, or play games, you get the same speed and performance as the big guys while connecting to Mint's network. How hard is it to switch your service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's hard, but switching to Mint is super easy. Thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most phones now have, you can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. And if your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. Just go to trymintmobile.com/LaurenFix, also linked in the description down below, to get premium wireless for $15 a month.